While many people think Iron Mike has the advantage going into this battle, Tony Jeff reveals the reason why Iron Mike is favored going into the fight. Mike Tyson has been courting the globe with his training montage as he gets ready for his July 20th matchup with Jake Paul. Mike spoke what he had to say after taking the battle for the enormous payoff.
It's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson can get bought, because this guy is an absolute legend. He shouldn't be able to get bought like this. He's 57 years old.
Check out what Combat Sports World had to say about Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, you are a disgrace of a man.
Kiss me.
You are the epitome of weakness. You are the scum of the earth. The fact that you even have a platform or anything of that nature is a slight on society. You truly make me disgusted.
While Mike Tyson may be excited to face Jake Paul, there are a few things fans may not be aware of before the fight. In this video, we'll look at the reality behind Mike Tyson's incredible training footage and determine whether the boxing icon is healthy enough to return to the ring. Stay tuned to see how the spectacle of Mike Tyson's 57th birthday return to the ring has captured the attention of the boxing world. Tyson, who is well known for his unmatched ferocity and terrifying punching strength, has stirred things up once more, this time targeting the contentious individual. Paul Jake. In the run-up to their bout, Tyson has made a number of training DVDs available. Every video serves as a sharp reminder of the unadulterated physical strength that once ruled heavyweight boxing. But there are drawbacks to his return, which have sparked discussions over whether it was legitimate and what it meant for the sport.
It's day one, the fun's just begun. Day two, we're getting ready for you.
Mike Tyson's workout videos, which showcase his power, speed, and aggression, appear to challenge the perception of what older sportsmen can accomplish. In addition to reigniting interest in Tyson's legendary career, these videos have pumped enthusiasm into the boxing industry by promising a match that will transcend generations. The story is full of symbolism. It's a fight between heroes, a test of legacy, and a search for relevance in a quickly changing sport. However, professional fighter Campbell has questioned the veracity of Tyson's readiness, as shown in these recordings. Hatton stands in for a segment of the boxing fraternity that is dubious about Tyson's performance. According to Hatton's criticism, Tyson's training may be portrayed more for show than for an authentic depiction of his fighting style. Preparedness. In an interview with TalkSport, Hatton expressed his belief that Tyson's training footage is being used as justification for the fight. He said that people get carried away with Tyson's amazing appearance on the pads and in training, but he is now 57 years old, so if it were based only on how you throw your hands, he would go in there and make a mess of him. Instead, he is a 57-year-old man who is being expected to go through rounds of. It's disappointing to observe that, since his punch resistance had already diminished in the early 2000s, it couldn't have improved. Additionally, Hatton said that Tyson's decision to end the fight could send a bad message to the young fans who have been enthralled with the video. If Jake Paul enters the room and knocks Tyson out due to punch resistance and age, you don't want them to believe that Paul has defeated him, because that could very easily happen. You don't want the new audience to get the incorrect notion and do something bad from this. Paul gets in there and beats him, giving these up-and-coming fans who got into boxing through the YouTube scene a false impression. Although Tyson has broken expectations throughout his career, the controversy surrounding his training videos raises deeper questions about the nature of comebacks in sports and pushes against the idea of what athletes can achieve as they age. This comeback is just one more chapter in a life defined by overcoming adversity, but it also raises questions about the risks associated with returning to a sport that requires so much of those who compete at the highest levels. Supporters of Tyson view his return as a sign of his tenacity and a chance for him to write a new chapter in his career. They contend that Tyson's physical condition, as seen in the videos, combined with his wealth of experience, could give him a competitive edge over Jake Paul, who, despite his accomplishments in the ring, lacks the depth of experience that Tyson brings to the table. However, they caution against the allure of nostalgia, warning that the realities of the sport, especially at the professional level, are harsh. They fear that the excitement surrounding Tyson's potential return may eclipse the legitimate worries about the consequences for his health and the message it sends about the longevity of combat athletes. Mike brought up a number of issues regarding the way Tyson's physical state is portrayed in his most recent training video and how that could affect his battle with Jake Paul. Jeff starts out by pointing out that Tyson uses medicine balls for his overhead slams as a technique for developing explosive power. He draws a comparison between Tyson's appearance in this exercise and Ivan Drago's futuristic training in Rocky, emphasizing the use of cables that might be used to measure Tyson's power and strength output. According to Jeffrey, these metrics might be utilized to monitor Tyson's rate of recuperation as well as his progress and energy expenditure. Jeff's criticism mostly centers on the training video itself, mainly on its collection of extremely brief clips. He notes that although Tyson seems like a total beast for brief moments, these fleeting moments might not fully capture Tyson's overall preparedness for a boxing match. Jeff contends that while any professional boxer can appear spectacular in 1-second clips, a longer analysis of Tyson's performance is required to determine his genuine state. Jeff highlights the misleading potential of these brief edited clips, suggesting that viewers who lack education should proceed with caution in interpreting these moments as proof of Tyson's unwavering prowess. He suggests that a more continuous view of Tyson's training that displays sustained performance over the course of a round would provide a more accurate assessment of his capabilities. Jeff was also astonished by Tyson's ferocity, especially at the part where he shouts and says, "You still want to mess with me?" Jeff emphasizes Tyson's passion in his eyes and manner, implying that this psychological component of Tyson's persona is still present. Jeff felt that this particular instance demonstrated Tyson's continued capacity to be frightening. Jeff's analysis offers a fair assessment, recognizing Tyson's potential power and intensity while also warning against assuming he is too prepared based on footage that has been selectively edited. Jeff highlights the distinction between brief but impressive-looking clips and the extensive stamina and skill needed for a real boxing match, implying that the former may not fully capture the demands of the latter.
It's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson can get bought, because this guy is an absolute legend. He shouldn't be able to get bought like this. He's 57 years old.
Furthermore, experts are worried about the detrimental effect on Iron M's legacy as he gets ready to face Jake, in addition to the mismatch. Paul Bernard Hopkins voiced strong feelings about Mike Tyson's choice to face Paul, stating that he thinks Tyson is bringing shame upon himself by taking part in this battle. His criticism mostly focuses on his worries about Tyson's legacy and the respectability of boxing as a sport. As one of the greatest heavyweight boxers in history, Hopkins is well respected in the boxing community and is well known for his own illustrious career. Hopkins seems to see Tyson's decision to fight a relatively inexperienced opponent from the world of YouTube and social media as a step down. Tyson's legacy, as seen by the prestige and respect he has accumulated over the years, is based on his extraordinary talent and formidable reputation in the ring when he fights Jake. While Paul has been successful in boxing non-traditional opponents, it could be argued that he is undermining Tyson's well-earned respect in the boxing world by questioning the caliber of the opposition and the significance of the matchup. Traditional boxing matches are deeply ingrained in the sport. Rich heritage, a sense of competition, and a battle against a more recent newcomer like Paul might not live up to the expectations of boxing purists. Past Tyson's influence, Hopkins may be worried about the wider ramifications of boxing because there is a continuing discussion in the community about the influence of celebrities and exhibition fights on the integrity of sports in public opinion. Finally, Hopkins' stance probably stems from a deep respect for boxing as a discipline. For those who have been in the sport for a long time, boxing is more than just entertainment. It's a way of life that requires respect, dedication, and adherence to a certain level of competition. Hopkins' comments suggest a worry that such fights could detract from the sport's serious competitive nature. One could argue that Tyson's involvement in this fight deviates from these ideals.
Really don't. If he fight a non-retired,
concluding, while the spectacle of Mike Tyson making a comeback to the ring is unquestionably captivating, the sports world combined with Jake's thoughts on Mike Tyson's training footage, do you think he is healthy enough to take on a young fighter? Paul's strategic advantages suggest that this fight isn't good for the sport. It's also a testament to the unpredictable and ever-changing nature of boxing, where legacy and legend face the raw ambition and innovation of the new generation. Whatever side of the argument you support, one thing is certain: This fight will be highly publicized and profitable for all parties involved. Jake, that's all for today. Paul informed us in the comments. Don't forget to like as well as join the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Turn on the bell to receive the most recent notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this.